Good morning, good afternoon, TEFS trading room traders. Welcome, team. Hi, Clifton. Yes, I'm just starting the session. Thank you. Hi, Scott. DVG, welcome, everyone. On the Wednesday trading, well, seems like this is not a great start at this time for the market because of the GDP numbers. Guys, we have seen a contraction, unfortunately on the GDP numbers. That means that the market is starting quite ugly to the red side at the moment, as I've seen. It's not actually the best start, but let's see what's going to happen next. So if I just go to the S&P 500 and I go to the pre-market, you can see what I mean. Indeed, the SPY is down at the moment, not just the S&P 500, but even the triple Q is down with a very nasty gap down. So it was holding, as you can see, before the GDP data just hit the market, it was holding quite on a let's call it like the consolidation pattern. But after that, we have just seen a huge dump back to this 400 and 460 or 500, sorry, $546 level. That means that we are starting a rollover from this 50 EMA on the daily. So it doesn't look very good, guys, at all, in my opinion. So let's just be careful today. And with that, the SPY is down 1.41%, triple Q 1.94%. I'm just showing to you. So I was hoping for a touch of the 200 EMA, but seems like it's like with this economic data, at least it's in danger, because even the triple Q, you can see it's down like $466. This means that the triple Q, it is on the verge of a reversal or rollover on the 50 EMA on the daily chart. Very ugly gap down. 460 is the next major resistance on the triple Q. I don't need to say that most of the tech stocks are very red, calling SMCI first, but this is because of news. We are going to get into it soon. Hi, Steve. See you, Brian. Nice to see you. Good morning. And the second, good morning to you. Hi, Anticipator. Good morning. So I hope you are ready for today's trading again. As you can see, the winning streak just ended on the market. And not just that, but actually with yesterday, we noted 100 days on Trump's new era in the residency. And I must tell you, we have never seen such an ugly start when a new president just come into the seat. So, well, at least something, right? But for the stockholders, definitely not a good news. So after the first 100 days in the president seats of Trump, seems like it just read all the markets. And with today's GDP data, which is reflecting mainly the tariffs threat and consequences, we have seen the GDP numbers down. I'm just telling you exactly. So at the advanced GDP, it's instead of 0.2%, because 2.4% was the previous data, the analysts, they were expecting a decline, but not that much, because instead of 0.2, it just came under the 0%, actually minus 0.30 or 3% at the moment, which is really, really not good indeed. On the employment cost, it just came along with expectations. And the advanced GDP price index, the quarterly, it was growing a lot indeed, from 2.3 to 3.7. But all in all, the advanced GDP quarterly number, it's very ugly, guys. And that's why we see the Dow down more than 300 points at the moment. Hi, Mark. Good morning. Happy Hum Day. Yeah, Wednesday is a Hum Day. Q1 GDP data this morning tanked markets. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm just talking about. They are blaming the tariffs and, of course, the impacts of the tariffs, the long-term impacts of the tariffs, because so far doesn't seem like that the question and the negotiation solved anything. So the fear remains on the market. That's why on the technical side, as I just showed you, both of the indices, at least the SPY and the triple Q, which are the ETF of the indices, are just witnessing a very ugly rollover on the 50 EMA on the daily chart. But traders, this is still not the end. Definitely one of the most important economic news for today, or data. But we are still waiting for 9:45 Chicago PMI, 10 o'clock core PC price index, which, as you know, it's followed by the Fed very closely because of the inflation, plus 10 o'clock pending home sales and the personal income as well. So full of economic data before. I would say personally it's going to be from tomorrow on like a long weekend feel, because most of the countries are going for a holiday tomorrow, including most of the countries in Europe, Canada as well, indeed. So tomorrow, the 1st of May, is going to be a day off most of the European countries indeed. So let's just be careful. So tomorrow, French bank holiday, German, Italian, and so on. And this means that this is going to be a lower volume day. I mean tomorrow, not today indeed. Hi Tara, good afternoon to you. But the US is going to be open and the market is definitely working and trading. All right, traders, so let's just dig into the news. Everything is about the disappointing GDP data, of course. On the market watch, GDP shrinks for the first time in 3 years after Trump tariffs trigger record trade deficit. Ouch, that's definitely, it's not a joke, guys. This is getting serious here. So they need to do something on these tariffs, or this is going to decline the market even more. Markets are dealing with a new kind of shock. The S&P 500 might not have bottomed yet. Well, says the Goldman Sachs. We will see that soon. Hi Raspi, hola, ¿cómo estás? Boketo Nitsan. I hope you are doing great. Sorry for the short answers today. I was very busy, but I tried to do my best for you regarding the swings. Very bad numbers. Yes, level 2, I completely agree with you. Very, very ugly numbers. And well, that's obvious. If these tariffs are going to stay, it's going to ruin the outlook for the economy. So come on, Trump, speed up the negotiations or do something, because at the moment everything is just staring and stalling, and no improvement, unfortunately. Okay, guys, but what else here in the news? Well, before that, I've seen some news regarding stock-specific, company-specific news like Supermicro stocks tanks, and NVIDIA could be the reason why it is just tanking. We are going to know more about that in the news. Snap sees bumps ahead, hurting its ad business. Ouch, this is not a good news either. I've seen even Starbucks moving a little bit. Caterpillar definitely says that the tariffs could lead up to $350 million in short-term costs. So Caterpillar is not very rosy on the outlook either. So let's see, traders, whether this big shock on the GDP numbers are going to continue this market to drop, or might something can stop it, maybe the 10 o'clock PC price index. Okay, guys, so let's just go quickly to the big movers. If you have any questions, any interest in the TEFS funded accounts, because this is definitely what it's worth to look at if you are eligible to take an account like that. And unfortunately for US traders, it's still not available. But if you are outside of the US and Israel, then please just check the funded account packages, where we just get your funds, you get the trading abilities of yours, and we can just tackle it together. Buenos dias, Todd. Nice to see you. All right, guys, what else here? All right. White House blasts Amazon over reported plan to display tariff impact on prices. This still looks like it's in the news, guys. Let's be careful with Amazon today as well. I've just seen news on that as well. Okay, so let's just move to the big movers quickly. We have a lot indeed, thanks to the earnings season. First of the stocks, as I mentioned you, SMCI, very ugly drop. The server maker saw its sharp plunge on the share size or the share price, sorry, more than 18% following weaker than expected preliminary results for the fiscal third quarter. Ouch, that doesn't look good for sure. So on the SMCI, I'm definitely on the short side. And with that, I must tell you, maybe the whole semicon sector is going to be dragged down even more. That's not a good news for sure, especially for the ones who are holding the NVDA for a longer term, but hopefully this is going to be just a short-lived pullback. Also, I'm not sure indeed. So SMCI down 28.83 at the moment, huge dump under the $30 level. Next stronger support, it's broken as now, no, not yet, sorry, 28.50, 28, between 28 and 28.50 there is a very strong support. Look at that on the daily chart, traders. Also, if SMCI is going to break it through, this is going to be a very, very ugly plunge for the SMCI. So that is for sure. I'm going just to put it to my short list. And as I see even Scott's list, it is starting with the SMCI on the short side. SMCI and VDA, I'm going to call to the short list because of that. Let's see what else on the news. I mentioned you Snap as well. SNAP. SNAP, it is down a lot at the moment as well. A reason for that, earnings traders, so the snap is on the verge to move lower. That means that on the snap we can just watch a continuation though. Also, I'm going to tell you that this is a little bit low on the price, so I'm going to be careful. It's down 16% already, under the $8 level. As you can see, also the next significant support can be 750. After that, definitely the yearly low, which was $7. Snap, I'm going to get it to the short side, but again, be careful with this one because this is a lower priced stock indeed. And more news ahead. Let's just check First Solar, which is 13% lower on the 10 stock. Again, the reason is earnings. Unfortunately, not the best earnings at all. So FSLR, it's on the sinking side. Okay, so FSLR, if I'm just checking the daily chart, this looks like as a great reversal from the 50 EMA, just, or yes, the 50 EMA, sorry, just like the market itself. So it's down now 12%, high pre-market volume. Let's just move it lower here under this 120 level. The next significant support here you can find around 116, so still plenty space to move lower on the FSLR. What else here? Indeed, FSLR, okay. Yesterday, we have seen some nice earnings after the market close as well, what I'm just telling you. But Caterpillar, it's before the market open. And the industrial equipment maker advanced 3%. Also, be careful because mixed news on the Caterpillar, because it missed on both of the top and bottom estimates. Also, the outlook doesn't look good either on the CAT. I just told you that this is a big fear on the tariff side on the Caterpillar. Now it's trying to be much stronger. Nice bull flag on the daily. It's over this $313 level. 300. We should watch it, guys, maybe for a gap and go, but because of the market sentiment, it's very bearish because of the very disappointing GDP numbers. I would be really careful with the Caterpillar, but actually, I do agree with Scott that at least we have something which looks stronger than the market indeed. What else here? Okay. So Caterpillar, Etsy, Barclays, Humana, GE Healthcare, everything is really a big mover thanks to mainly the earnings. GEHC, it's higher 5%. This is enough for me to call it to the long side. And as just Scott did in the VIP room, Humana stock jumped 5% after first quarter earnings. Well done, Humana. Also with Humana, I'm going to call it to the long side traders, but this is a low volume volume stock and high price, which is equals very spready stock. So be careful with the Humana. Yum China is here and the Yum brands indeed. YUMC, which is lower at the moment, and YUM 1.82% lower as posted revenue that missed the estimate. So YUM, just like Scott, I'm just going to call it to the short side. Etsy is here a bit higher still as on the earnings. Etsy, usually it's not very much impacted by the market. Let's see whether it's going to go higher today on the news. Seagate Technologies here, STX, which is definitely a call for the long side after posting strong earnings. Well done, STX. I was not hoping for so many long candidates for today, to tell the truth. And as I mentioned, you Starbucks is here as well. Unfortunately, this is not among the luckiest ones, as it's just pulling back 9% following weaker than expected earnings. So SBUX can just go to the short side. What else here? Snap, First Solar, I mentioned. If you have anything on your watch list, traders, please just let me know. On my watch list, actually, KO, Pepsi, Baba, J&J are in green, but the rest, it's very, very red. So seems like this is going to be a very ugly red day on the market. SMCI is leading the weakest stocks, followed by UPST. Sorry, AFRM, MBL, Y is down a lot as well. PLTR, NVDA, as I mentioned you. Tesla is down 4%, AMD, AVGO, Coin, Roblox, Amazon, Meta, Google, Apple. So everything is on the shrinking side thanks to the very ugly GDP numbers. And this is thanks to Trump's tariffs. So this is how we are going to start these day traders. Also, I must tell you, this is going to be full of opportunities, especially on the short side, as you could see indeed. Despite of that, we have great candidates to the long side as well. Let's see if they can beat this bearish short market sentiment. For the VIP traders, I wish you a beautiful green day and a nice resting day for tomorrow. For the ones who are having a bank holiday day, not on the market, we are going to be open as always. Scott, DVG, Clifton, thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Okay, guys, and I am here with you. Let's just make another killing green day. Also, hopefully it's going to be greener than yesterday. It was an okay day, but not my best day for sure. All right, guys, I'm a bit in the trouble what to call for the first main monitor. Okay, NVDA for sure, SMCI for sure. All of the Max 7 are declining. From my list, actually, to the upside, I like Etsy STX the best. HIMS was a mover, quite of a mover yesterday. Starbucks, I'm going to watch for sure too. SMCI, it's there already. Meta, Spotify, I'm just going to check it rather to STX. Okay. Okta. All right, what else we have? Caterpillar. I don't know, guys, this Caterpillar. Or rather, I'm going to watch maybe AVGO. I don't know. Phew, this ugly, really ugly GDP numbers, guys, is just ruined the whole day here. Which doesn't mean like it's going to be a big win for us because we can have some nice short candidates. Also, I want to see this market to continue a little bit. So let's see whether we are going to see that. Okay, I'm not going to get out from the extended session and really I am watching instead of LEG. I'm going to watch maybe Humana, but Humana, it's highly volatile, so be careful. Amazon AMD staying, Tesla staying, Caterpillar definitely on my list 2. So let's see where this market is going to head. Seems like so far it's really starting a weekday, and not just a weekday, but if you check the daily chart, this seems like a very nasty rollover on the 50 EMA on the daily chart. So I am, let's call it like on the short side, but let's just stay definitely open-minded, guys, here, because as you could see, the whole market was volatile during the week, and this news, updated news regarding the tariffs just can hit the market at any time. WDC, I'm going to check it. WDC, Western Digital. Okay, nice. 6% to the upside, nice pullback. Also, volume not bad either. You know what, anticipator? Yeah, we can just watch it. And you know, I like it because usually it does not care about the market. So WDC, definitely we can just watch it on our long list. WDC, nice. Scott likes FSLR too, as I've just heard. WDC is here. Nice move, 6% higher, high pre-market volume. So let's see if it can continue higher. On my watch list traders, it's still like on the green side. We have some stocks, but not too many. Actually, it's still Humana, PepsiCo, J&J, Baba, KO as well. And that's it indeed, nothing else. If I'm just checking Baba quickly here, looks like as a bull flag on the daily. Can keep an eye on Baba traders, J&J 0.60%, nice pullback. PepsiCo 0.68%. Wow, that's just hit a very low level on the daily. And Humana, it's 5.64. But unfortunately, the volume on the Humana, despite being a $275 stock, it's quite low. So that's why I'm going to be careful with the Humana today. Okay. And please don't forget, as I mentioned you, that the news is still not done. 9:45, yes, I'm going to see and follow the Chicago PMI, and 10 o'clock the PC price index, which is a very important data, especially for the Fed to track the inflation. In the meantime, we have a breaking news. Trump blames Biden overhang after GDP shrinks in first quarter, says growth will take a while. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I'm just asking myself, on which planet this guy is living. Like, he just implied a lot of tariffs on 180 countries, really punishing China like hell, and he's blaming Biden. Oh my goodness, guys. Sometimes I just feel like in the kindergarten. I don't know how about you. Amazing. Okay, but definitely this is the president opinion why we have seen such an ugly GDP numbers. Leviathan, I cannot say something like that, but yeah, you are close to it. Hmm. I would express myself the following. I would have expected more from someone who built companies successfully, a little bit more on leading a country, but this is just starting to be nuts indeed. Okay, guys, let's just move on. Let's just focus on our trades for today. I'm sure there will be plenty. Also, again, be careful. 9:45 news, 10 o'clock news, definitely going to shape the market again. But there is no doubt that this very ugly GDP number shaped the pre-market already. Very big drop on the market, 125 on the SPY, triple Q 177. Most of the MAX 7 are in red, and seems like they do continue. Roger. Okay, guys, seems like we are on the same page here. All right, Seth just wrote in the VIP room he thinks TSM is a great candidate for a long if the markets turn significantly stronger than most other stocks. Well, let's just check this TSM here. Mm, yeah, definitely nice consolidation. Very nice consolidation indeed. Okay. Scott called already Starbucks to the short side under 76, Meta under 540, and FSLR under 120. Also, be careful with FSLR. This is another really spready stock sometimes. Okay. Okay, I'm just checking the price action here. All right, traders, we still have 3 minutes to go. Don't forget to check the time, especially in the first half an hour, 9:45, and especially 10 o'clock. Market looks like a really, really big dumper. Let's see whether this is a valid rollover on the 50 EMA on the daily. If it is, we still have room to go, especially compared to the fact of what we have seen in the recent weeks. Market can just go nuts as well, so be careful there. J&J is getting much stronger as I see. PepsiCo and KO2, they still seem resilient for these market drops, which is not that bad to see indeed. Okay, someone is watching NVO and Reddit as well in the VIP room. Looks nice. How about Tesla? It's not watching it on Tesla. Because in the meantime, even Trump just signed some tariffs ease on the car industry. But Tesla, yeah, it's just got some weak move as well because of the market. Also, it looked like a beautiful continuation, especially over this 293 level, but now it's back to this 280. Quite ugly. Not nice. All right, traders. So a little bit more to go. Be careful today. Or so I guess we will get some really great opportunities there, but let's just be careful with the share size, especially. AppLovin, I just checked AppLovin traders, and this is a quite of a big drop here, minus wow, $13 to the downside. That looks interesting too. Back to $279 level. Looks juicy for a short. So I'm going to watch APP as well for a possible short here. Garmin FSLR, I just seen that. Okay. Right, guys, 30 seconds to start. Good luck, everyone. Let's just make another beautiful green day. Wow, PepsiCo, that's just crazy. Very strong indeed. Scott likes STX to the long side as well. So I'm watching all of the big movers for today as well, traders, especially even about days. The Mag 7. We just opened for business. Good luck, everyone. Market very nasty drop, gap down. Let's see if we are going to see a gap and go. Amazon, what a drop as well. Wow. Humana is still very strong as I see. STX pullback, Caterpillar small pullback, SMCI, let's see, Etsy is pulling back too. Wow, Starbucks, it's a big drop. PepsiCo starting to go higher already. Wow, that's really strong today. Overall market pushing lower, traders at the moment. I'm going to watch even this TQQQ here for today, of course. PepsiCo, very nice push. It's still strong. Humana as well, but it's a bit spready. Caterpillar, I'm watching for a possible reversal, but don't forget the Caterpillar was rather a mixed news. No trades yet, guys. I'm just watching this market, whether we are going to push lower or not. Seems like we do. SMCI is pulling back. That can be a great short candidate here. Let's see. Etsy pulled back completely. Wow, Caterpillar, what a dump. Humana, it's very, very ugly. Meta back to the VWAP. NVIDIA is trying to push higher. Etsy completely going down. Humana, I don't care. Let's rather watch Caterpillar instead. STX can be a reversal at one point of the day when the market is turning around. Starbucks looks like as a possible reversal here too, which I'm going to watch now. Like a gap and go, and look at this SMCI traders. I think SMCI, if it's breaking 2880, it can be a quite of an ugly dump on this SMCI indeed. STX can be an interesting long, but only over 87, and the market is just going sideways at the moment. So days which I'm watching at the moment, break under SMCI, or under the loan SMCI, STX doesn't look bad over 87. Also, I'm going to act as a scalper today, traders. So 87 now, just 87.11. Oh, I missed STX. Sorry, guys. I missed STX. If you took it, well done. I just did missed it. Starbucks. Yep. I'm watching it for a possible gap and go under 76.40. Unfortunately, STX I did miss, but on the other hand, maybe I'm not that sad because it's quite spready, which I have not seen. Be careful there. All right, traders, Tesla bear flagging, AMD pullback, NVIDIA did pullback. I'm still, wow, this Etsy is completely crazy. Look at that moves here. Amazing indeed. STX, as I've told you, I did not take it because I missed it, and I'm still watching a gap and go move on the overall market. If we will get it, I'm not going to take the market indeed, but the TQQQ for sure under 51 and 50. So this is going to be my first call today, traders. So TQQQ under 51 and 50, stop loss over the high. Apple, Kevin, checking Apple here. Apple looks like a great call. I agree with you. Baba checking. Baba is strong. STX, wow. If you could get it, $1 partial is here. Take your partial and let it run. A beautiful move on the STX, which was unfortunately, it was a miss on my side. I was not quick enough with the call. Okay, beautiful move on the STX, guys. If you could get it on time. I am still focusing on the market, whatever it makes. I'm going to be in 51.48. Etsy giving back everything. SMCI struggling. Starbucks is making a consolidation. AMD back to the VWAP. STX was a great trade, but I missed it. Tesla is breaking. Here is or TQQQ as well. I just shorted TQQQ. I have not done anything else. Crazy market. It was the GDP numbers, not me. Believe me. So SPY triple Q going lower, guys. I want to see a partial around 51 and 20. 51 and 20 on the nice. Here we are, guys. I'm just ready to take 75% off on the TQQQ. Here we are, traders. I'm just taking the first partial here on the TQQQ. As soon as it's breaking 51, very nice. I'm just taking 75% off on the TQQQ trade. 28, 27, 25, beautiful. And here we are. This is what I wanted to see. First partial done. TQQQ. I'm going to move my stop loss just slightly over the entry and let the rest run. Nice move. Okay. Um, Everything is nice. If you took Nissan, this AMD, beautiful. Also, I think it's too late. This was a gap and go. I would have taken it under 93. Amazon looks like it's dropping under 180, 60 traders can be a nice move. NVDA, it's a gap and go formation too. STX, unfortunately, again, I just missed it. My next partial is going to be on the TQQQ if we see a break of the $51 level. Okay, $51 level there. Okay, guys. STX, if you're still holding, put your stop loss under 87 and 60 and let it run. Or TQQQ is developing for the second partial here. Overall market breaking the lows. This is helping to our TQQQ trade. Nice TQQQ. SPY just broke 545 and the triple Q is fighting with the 465 levels. Starbucks surprisingly strong. Etsy just completely off the table as I see. All of the Max 7 made a gap and go formation here. Come on, TQQQ, beautiful traders. I am just ready to take the first partial here. Or, sorry, second partial. Second partial. I'm just checking this market like a hawk. And in 4 minutes, we will get news. So be careful, please. Very nice TQQQ. Okay, traders, here is my second partial on the TQQQ. Fantastic. Second partial on the TQQQ stop loss can be 51.30. 51.30. SPY triple Q pushing lower. Very nice. Okay, so second partial done on the TQQQ. Let's just drive it higher here on the profit side, not on the price action side. So SPY broke 544. Oh, wow, 464 broken by the triple Q. I can see the next very significant support on this 460 with the triple Q. Nitsan, if you took this AMD, here comes your first partial soon. We have so many great opportunities at the same time again. Oh, Scott is buying TQQQ over 51. Okay. All right, we should be out 51.20, guys. 51.20. Very nice move on the TQQQ traders. Now I'm just going to put my stop loss 51.20 and let it run. Fantastic move here. Wow, Google dropping. Your AMD is dropping, Nitsan. Nice. Big drop on the overall market. We are on the right side with this TQQQ, but I'm going to be out over 51 and 20 traders. 51 and 20. Big drop on not all of the tech stocks because as I see, NVIDIA is still holding. Come on, TQQQ. Give us a bit more here. Tesla big drop too on this bull flag or a bear flag, sorry. AMD, here is your partial Nitsan if you took it. Very strong bearish sentiment still on the market, but NVIDIA is holding, guys, and surprisingly SMCI too. On the STFs, if you took it where I called it, your stop loss is under 87 and 60. And it still can run, hopefully. Traders, I'm just moving my stop loss on the TQQQ 51 and 10. And let's see whether the market still can push lower. As I mentioned you, especially on the triple Q, I can see the first very strong resistance around this 460 level. But of course, anything can change, especially in 1 minute, because we will get the Chicago PMI. So watch out on that, please. And Scott is going to long TQQQ over 51. And he's on long on TSM 162.50. TSM 162.50. Okay, guys, I'm still holding this last shares on the TQQQ 51.10. I'm going to be out. And Scott called it TSM for a bottom reversal if the overall market reversing over 162 and 50. Todd, yes, what can I do? I'm worse than Trump, right? Okay, guys. So far, beautiful winner on the overall market short. And let's see whether it is just going to continue. It's all your terrorist. Yeah, definitely. BA anticipator, it's not on my list, but let me just check it. You know, it's still on my banned list. I cannot trade it. And you just called it 177.65. Looks nice, exactly because of the daily chart on my side. Wow, Caterpillar, what a drop. I like BA, but we need to see a continuation with the market too. First of all, SMCI is not giving up. Starbucks not giving up. Yeah, what can I do? Thinking. Okay, guys, in the meantime, everything is back to the red except of BABA and SMCI. Surprisingly, it's just attracting some deep buyers here. I don't know. New cat phones got a bad review. Yeah, Leviathan about the mixed news, right? Caterpillar is just tanking like crazy. It's just broke $307 level. All right, traders, I'm still holding my TQQQ. Scott is going to flip the coin to the long side on the TQQQ if it's breaking 51. Tesla is bear flagging. Yes, all of the market is bear flagging at the moment. Okay. Tesla under 273. I don't know. You know why? Because look at NVDA. It's just pushing higher. Starbucks too. Market is starting to be a little bit cautious here with this continuation. I'm out of the TQQQ trade in the moment. Let's just wait for rather reversals, Kevin, in my opinion. So if the Tesla is going back to this $276 area, I'm going to watch it for a reversal. BA, look at that BA. You see? Crazy. For now, broke the VWAP. I see. So bear flag on Kevin and Nissan, I would be careful with that because the market's starting to push back a little bit. Scott just took TSM over 162.50 as I've told you, and he took TQQQ over 51 too. I'm just waiting for this market to show some more signs which direction we are going to go. Baba is very strong. I agree with you. Let me just check Baba here. It was strong today or yesterday as well, with no great entry point, but I'm going to check it here. Okay. So far I just wanted to check the Chicago PMI. Chicago PMI, second, okay. Worse than expected. Worse than expected. So maybe this is just a small bounce on the market. Also, NVDA and SMCR are surprisingly strong compared to the facts and even Starbucks. Scott wants to take a partial on 51.50 only on TQQQ. Market big test now, traders, whether it can make a reversal here to the downside and another leg down, or is just going to push over the VWAP. This is the big question there for sure. I'm just checking both of the stocks, stronger and weaker as well. And VDA, Nissan 105.50 looks like as an interesting opportunity. Rather, I would say 105.60, not 50. But we need to see the market. And now I must tell you, your Tesla breakdown looks much better here because it could not do even a push towards the VWAP under 273. STX is a bull flag, but in my opinion, it's a little bit too much to the upside. I would take it just for a reversal, not an intraday breakout or a daily high breakout, sorry. Tesla looks much, much more attractive now. Okay. No more calls. And in 9 minutes, we will get the PC price index. I really hope that after that, we will see a decision on this market direction. Okay, I'm just checking the stronger, weaker stocks at the moment to be prepared if the market is making a reversal here at all, which I don't think so, because I must tell you guys, these news were really, really ugly about the GDP. Spotify, though, does not care about the market. Look at Spotify, guys. Ah, very spready. Forget it immediately. Very spready, fortunately. Okay, so 8 minutes to go for the next news. Market is still weak, looks still really weak in my opinion. I'm still watching this TQQQ for a possible trade there. Wow, Spotify, you are strong today. Baba. Baba is very hectic today. Be careful with this one. DVG just called AVGO for a short here. I think 10 o'clock news is going to be the decision point for the market, hopefully, at least, guys. 185 would be my stop or a short only on the AVGO, not before. Then VDA is pulling back to the VWAP as well. Everything is just waiting for the news, I think. Yeah, Scott is just talking about the same, that we don't know, no one knows what's going to happen next. I'm trying to find something which is not that much related to this market at the moment, which is not easy. Come on, market, give us something a little bit more. Now SPY is heading back to the low of the day. Nice on the Tesla breakdown if you took it. And the big question, whether it's going to be a double bottom here for the market or we do continue even lower. Okay, guys, and in this case, Nitsan, if we will get some positive news for the market and it is able to turn around, I'm very much watching this NVDA for the long side because it was quite resilient so far. At least it can change, of course, to this market drop. Caterpillar is very disappointing. Tesla, PayPal, Meta, Amazon are the weakest on my list at the moment. Meta can be a continuation even under this 532.40s. Amazon on the lows. Oracle almost 3% lower too. Not nice. Okay, market, 4 minutes, and you need to make a decision. CVX, it's very extended to the downside as I see. How about Apple. Scott is still bullish on the market. He's still holding his TQQQ call. I guess he's still holding STX2 and he called TSM. Yep. I'm still waiting. SOFI, Nitsan, yeah, it's not on my list today, but let me just check it. You're right, because this was a really nice mover yesterday. We definitely need to watch that. Wow, what a break. And you want to short it under 12.15. It's here. I don't know, for me it's a bit extended, but regarding this market environment, seems like we are just going to push lower, guys. I wish it would not be the PCE price index next. I would just short the market under the lows now. Maybe only just for the scat, Nitsan, okay? Because the news are here. Amazon breaking the lows. Apple made a quite of an ugly reversal. Everything is pushing lower, but here comes the PC in 3 minutes. That's not good. It's not good. As I've told you though, on the triple Q, I'm still expecting this 460. NVIDIA is back completely. Google under the lows, Tesla breaking the lows. So well, based on the facts and the news, market should still pushing lower. That's a fact. But as we could see nowadays, it's just not always happening like you would think it will, right? Okay, 1 minute to go here. Nice bearish sentiment, big push to the downside. But I'm rather waiting for the news after the news to take anything. Okay, guys, so let's see. Only 1 minute to go. Kevin, yes, I must tell you, if the news are worse than expected and the market starts to go even lower, I completely agree with you. Everything we can short, even this TQQQ under this 50.37 indeed. But first we need to see, because BA it's impacted by this news too. It's just moving lower. I must tell you that based on the daily chart, it still has a lot of room to go there. But let's just expect this news soon in like 40 seconds now. Sophie is not a big mover, Nitsan. So traders, here we go. Even NVIDIA now is starting to be weaker. Look at SMCI is still holding. That's a funny stock today. Okay, SPY 542, triple Q 463 fighting. Wow, what a drop on Tesla. Well done if you took the breakdown here. And we will get the news in 1 second, guys. So watch out. Everything is on the sidelines. PC price index out, traders. Market is not moving that much at the moment. I do not have any trades going on. I'm just waiting for this market to decide whether we are going to push lower or there will be an extensive pullback. Yes, level 2, everything is just really unreliable again today because of this too many economic news. First of all, second, we started in a very extensive gap down with the overall market. Okay, seems like it's a good news. Let me just check it. First good data of the day, maybe. So let's see. Oh, Trump is speaking at 8 p.m. That's late. All right, traders. So far, core PCE is better than expected, and pending home sales, it's much better than expected. So I must tell you, really, really good news for the market. Yes, it can be. It can be three waves easily, in my opinion. But the first good economic news just hit the market. That's great news, traders. Very good news. But this is not meaning yet that this is going to overshadow the very ugly GDP news. Let's be careful here. Market started a nice pullback, but this does not mean automatically that we are going to see a pullback. Unless we are not going to see a break over the VWAP and continue. Meta sharp pullback. Overall market is pulling back sharply. AMD, nice on AMD. I'm going to watch this 93.30 level on the AMD maybe. SPY touched the first resistance point here. No market, higher or lower. I must tell you, if we are going to go back over the VWAP now, might I'm going to buy this TQQQ over 51 and 20. Wow, BA, look at this BA, that's crazy. How strong is that now? But the market is still unknown, traders, so let's see whether it can go back first over the VWAP. Again, if we get back, might we can just buy it over 51 and 20 because everything just pushed much lower in the first half an hour. And this PC price index is definitely a great sign for the market to make a possible reversal there. NVDA still stays resilient in my opinion. AMD is not bad either. And on the TQQQ side, might I'm going to join to Scott, but only over 51.20. PLTR, Genetics, or Nissan, sorry. I'm just going to check it. PLTR. Yes, the same resilient as NVIDIA. I like it. I like PLTR, guys, over 113.20. And I'm going to get TQQQ as well if we can make a small pullback here, but only over 51 and let's go 15. The big question here whether we really can make this reversal based on this great news on new home sales plus the PC price index. Let's see whether it's enough to take these for a nice reversal. Google reversing, AMD looks nice too. Over this 93.35 in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to get TQQQ over 51 and 20, PRTR 113.20, which is in. PRTR is in. Let's see whether this market can make a change in the direction. No new calls on the in the VIP room so far. Caterpillar stopped too with this push to the downside. And the market is on a very severe decision point here, because if it's going to roll over, it's going to be another gap down or leg down, which doesn't look good. Okay, guys. Spine looks like it's giving up again. And market is still fighting traders. I'm still holding my entries there. If you have anything on your side, please just let me know. Okay, guys, I am in on, no, not yet, sorry. Yes, I am in. I'm in, sorry, on TQQQ as well and on PRTR. So let's go. Okay, nice move. TQQQ. I'm going to take a partial around 51.50 traders on the TQQQ. So 20 more cents to go. 113.80 would my first be my first partial on PRTR. So let's go. Oh, come on, market. You made a decision, go for it. Nice PLTR, 113.80. I want to see that. First partial. And 45 is going to be my first partial on the TQQQ. Nice try from the market again. Let's see. SPY triple Q over the VWAP. That means something, but maybe not enough. PLTR is pushing nicely, 50 more cents to take it. And TQQQ needs to go 15 more cents to take the first partial here. Nice PLTR. Nice PLTR. Here we go. $113.80 is going to be my first partial on the PLTR traders. 51.40, 45 going to be my first partial on the TQQQ. Market is still fighting a bit higher. That's a good news. But we need a quite of a nice push to the upside. Tesla getting close to the VWAP too. Come on, market, keep it up, keep it up. I don't want to be too greedy on that day, but I feel like I need to give the chance because okay, guys, here is the first partial coming on the TQQQ. Nice, 43. TQQQ, fantastic. And I'm going to make a partial soon on the PLTR as well. This is the sign. This is where I'm taking my first partial, 75% out on TQQQ traders, and I'm making a 75% partial on the PLTR as well. Done. Whew, nice, nice push to the upside. We just did flip the coin on time. I hope you were with me. So BLTR first partial done, TQQQ first partial done, 75% off on both. And let's see whether we can push even higher on that great PCE numbers, and especially the new home sales was very, very promising in my opinion. Nice move. Thank you, market. I, I hope you have been with me on these trades, and the second partial TQQQ is going to be 51.90. 51.90, and on the PLTR, let's see whether we can break this 100 EMA there. Nice move to the upside. Stop loss, of course, by both of the trades on break even. And we do push higher. Come on, market. And especially come on, PLTR. Okay, guys, let me know how is your day so far. You're really, really quiet today. I would like to know how is your trading day so far. Let's just give a green a red, or maybe you have not touched the button yet, which again, I'm never going to blame for you for that. And no trades. See? Okay, so please help me to see how is it going on. All right, guys, beautiful morning so far. No trades, no problem. I'm always telling you, if you're not feeling well today or not feeling like aligned with the market, it's completely okay just to skip a day, better than a losing day, right? So if you feel like this market is not for you and you just stay on the sidelines, but still here observing and learning a lot, that's very important. PLTR kick you out. Oh, okay. And went in again. Ah, okay. Green so far, even with demo storm. Good. Yes, nowadays, guys, I'm not putting hard stop losses after the entry because of this really, really crazy market. For the starter traders, unfortunately, it's very risky, so be careful on that. But I do not like to put hard stop losses because only after the first partial mainly. PayPal anticipator, it's not on my list, but let me just check it. PYPL. To the downside, right? Well, depends on the market, but looks like an interesting one, in my opinion. Have you ever traded futures like yes level 2? I like futures trading. They can be a really nice movers, especially 2 hours before the market opens. I'm starting to check them. Mhm. Okay, guys, I feel like on the market we just bounced into another significant level here, so it can be a game changer again. So let's be just careful with that. Guys in the VIP room, they're watching Amazon for a buy over 180. Actually, it's over 180 now. I would go for 180.75 long at the moment with a quite of a nice risk-reward ratio. But for that as well, we need to see the market to continue higher from now on. Really wondering whether this reversal is going to push higher. I hope so. Okay, guys, PLTR. Now I'm going to put a hard stop loss on PLTR under 113 and 20. 113 and 20. Sharko, now everything continues because the market finally got another trigger push from the great PCE and new home sales. So I'm still holding everything traders. I do hold my second on the PLTR. I want to see a 114.40 partial, and on the TQQQ, as I'm just checking the TQQQ here, let's just go for 50, 52.20 for the next partial. Might I'm greedy, but this market V-shape reversal looks very promising. And I'm just moving my stop loss. So on the TQQQ, my stop loss is going to be under 51 and 40. And on the PLTR, my stop loss is going to be under 113 and 20. Beautiful trades here. And the market seems like it's still pushing higher. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm just here. Yes, Nitsan, 113.40, the stop loss. No, on the TQQQ, my stop loss is going to be under 51 and 40. On the PLTR under 113 and 20. 113 and 20. Because if it's breaking, if it makes a rejection on the 100 EMA and the 20 and 50, I don't think so it's worth to keep it on the entry. I mean the stop loss. Okay, guys, market is fighting. Hopefully, this is a consolidation for a continuation. In this case, around 114.40, I'm going to take my second partial on the PLTR, and just before 52, let's go just go for a second partial on the TQQQ as well. Yes, the king. Agi, based on Fibonacci, this bounce is not shocking, right? Well, I'm not using Fibo. I know Mayer, for example, he liked Fibo on the stocks. Based on my experience, I like Fibo better actually on the forex, but Fibo it's like just a self-fulfilling prophecy again. Lots of traders using it. I'm trying rather to base my decisions on the VWAP and the price action and the round numbers and the market sentiment. Move indeed. So, but yes, maybe. So I'm not using Fibo. Okay, Nitsan. Okay, guys, here comes my second partial on the TQQQ finally. Second partial on the TQQQ and 20 more cents second partial on the PLTR. No decking? Okay. Now, Nitsan, look at the price action now. As it just broke the highs and the 114, now we can put it there, 113.40. I try to be more generous even with the stop loss traders because as you can see, the market can be so hectic, so sudden in the reversals. That's why I try to maximize my profit with even more, be more generous with the stop loss, Nitsan. So that's why now as it broke the run number, but it got a ugly let's call it like rejection. Now it worth to put it under 113.50. Okay. I run out of water again, guys. Just a second, I will be back. Thank you for your patience. Just a sec. All right, guys, thank you for your patience. I am back. And look at that. PITR is still alive. Also, on the TQQQ as well. On the TQQQ, I made the second partial already. PITR not yet. On the PITR, as is just made another consolidation. I'm going to leave my stop loss under 113.50. On the TQQQ, my stop loss, it goes under 51 and 70 traders after the second partial under 51 and 70. DVG is just shorting coin at the moment. Market still pushing higher back to the high of the day. Nice. Yeah, I regret I did not take this AMD, guys. This looked so nice too. NVIDIA is not like it showed resilience, but I must tell you it's not a huge mover today. AMD was the mover. Nice TQQQ. So stop loss under 51.80 now on the TQQQ. And let's go. And seems like that the SPY is ready to break the highs. Look at that. Also 547, I see some resistance here, and on the triple Q2 on 468. So let's be careful there. Oh, really? Okay. I try to do something. Thank you for the feedback, Nitsan. Guys, is any problem with the sound now on your side too? Mm. Bit low. No sound is clear. Okay, just a sec. Okay, how about now? I just reloaded the audio input. Hopefully it's working better now. Please just let me know. So I just changed everything. Hopefully it's better now. Traders, let's see this PATR. It looks still very good. My stop loss now, it goes under 113.60. TQQQ stop loss stays under like this 51.70. And I really hope the market is ready. Thank you, Raspi. So I really hope that this market is going to push over the highs and we see a nice continuation on our fantastic TQQQ and PLTR trade too. STX amazing, guys. It's still pushing. Wow. It's still pushing. We couldn't be fine. I don't know what happened now. Market is trying to consolidate more here, guys. I don't like it. I'm still going to keep my stop loss under 51.80 now on TQQQ and under 113 and 60, 113 and 60 on the PLTR, okay? Because I'm not sure whether this market just can push towards over the high. Let's see, let's see. Watch out, things are pushing a bit lower. Okay, guys, here comes the TQQQ back under 80, I'm out. PLTR under 113.60, I'm out. And seems like the market is not going to make this beautiful gap and go here. I mean, it did to the downside, but let's see whether it can just do it to the upside too. AMD still looks very strong, guys. So if we do continue higher, I want to check this AMD for a continuation. Amazon pulled back to this 180 level. Tesla looks stronger too, but we need another push on this market. SMCI, it's completely stuck as I see. Well, guys, if spine is breaking 545, bulls are getting into trouble again. So let's just keep our short stop losses here on these two beautiful green trades. And let's see whether we can continue higher here. Google under the VWAP now. Meta pushing lower too. Nitan, how about the sound? Is it getting better now? Hope so. The guys again talking about fishing in this market is just stuck in the VIP room. My son, he likes fishing. He just cannot wait to get to the sea. Okay, guys, our two remaining trades are still alive, but we really, really need a strong push to the upside with the spine triple Q over the highs. Actually, triple Q already tried, S&P 500 not too much yet. AMD still looks powerful, but without the market, it's not going to worth anything indeed. Nitsan, very good question. Actually, first when Scott just mentioned that every evening he's fishing, I thought he's fishing for stocks for the next day, but no, it's for like real fish. Okay, guys, PRTR is out. PRTR out, and TQQQ is getting close to get out. Okay. Flat for the day, guys. Beautiful winners here. Green day. I still have 20 minutes left because I will have a private mentoring. Like yesterday, I could have stayed a little bit longer too. Today I cannot, so I'm going to be very, very much careful on my next trade. But I really still like this AMD. This AMD looks so nice over the high. It's just a plenty space to go to fill the gap. Great risk reward ratio. I like it. And maybe I've just been shaken out from my long trades, but it's okay. Come on, AMD. I'm very tempted about this AMD, guys. Great to listen to the guys too, but and I like fishing, by the way, but mostly for stocks. Let's just be clear here. Okay, traders, market just slowed down significantly now. Nothing to do here until we are not going to see a break over the high on the SPY and the continuation. In this case, though, AMD still looks very, very tempting, especially over this 94.70. Guys, anything on your side? I did not take this AMD. Shoo. Look at that. It's just flying now. I knew it's just a shaking out. Shame on you, market. Amazon can be watched too, indeed. How about Meta? PRTR is pushing still. Is still anyone who is holding PRTR or TQQQ? Just watching yeah, I'm just watching as well, but it does not make money. I'm still a bit suspicious with this market because not just because of the consolidation, but if you check the volume bars height, it's quite of concerning for me. So I could not see more buyers coming in even in this pullback. So that's why I'm just not touching anything. Spot looks strong. Dicking, yeah, Spotify looks really strong. I completely agree with you, but it is still on quite of a big spread here, which I don't like too much. Spotify. And ADR, I don't know, quite quite interesting. So be careful on that Spotify indeed. Tesla, it's starting to be quite hesitant here too, as the overall market SPY just hit the 100 EMA together with the triple Q on the intraday chart. So this is still a very big decision point for the market. Breakout around the Apple. Let me just check it. Oh, guys, sorry, I have not closed the poll yet, but I'm really happy to see that 73% of yours are in green, red 12%, which I hope is just changed since then. And no trades, 57%. Okay, thank you for your participation here. And I'm just checking Apple for you, Tara. Just a second here. I guess it's just moving like the SPY and the triple Q. Yep. Big question here, double top or continuation? So far looks like as a double top. Again, I'm a bit suspicious because of the volume here. Like the green volume bars are not higher at all, and we need to see that before a breakout over almost the daily high. Okay, so far looks like as a double top. Okay, traders. So no new trades on my side yet, but I'm watching Spotify. You know what, Tara? Oh, you were asking about the Apple. Sorry, Spotify is still on my list. So Spotify, I would check it around this 590 level for a possible reversal. Regarding the Apple, it still can be a cup and handle formation and push it through the high of the day. It's still a chance because the market, the overall market, is still forming this consolidation without any decision, like breaking lower or higher. All right, traders, what else you are holding at the moment? Please just let me know if I can help you in anything. Last 10 minutes, I don't think so I'm going to take a trade as I see this market to be completely undecided on this high, almost the highs of the day. You're welcome, Tara. But indeed, as I see, might is going to give up. On the SPY, I'm going to be aware of this 545 level now. On the triple Q, 466. Level 2. I'm telling you what is that. You don't like Elon. You don't like the Tesla. And you are short biased. I'm just kidding. Yeah, actually, we have seen Tesla to be one of the most volatile stock indeed. And now I must tell you, it's really on a decision point. If you just check the daily chart here, this is the $300 level. But even if tariffs are going to make more trouble here and let's call it, okay? Like Elon is going to take care more of the Dodge than the Tesla and its future, then Tesla is going to get into trouble. So I would say, objectively, not being short biased on the Tesla, over 300, I still see a nice reversal opportunity on the stock. But if it's breaking this 210 level, especially the 200, this can be a very nasty leg down. So since then, it's just making a consolidation here. TQQQ 5168 decking. Yeah, but I feel like, especially on this market with this low volume, I don't know. So TQQQ, I agree with you. 5170, I would say this can be an interesting short opportunity. Also, on the other hand, if the bulls are going to show up again, 52, 43, 42 can be a nice one. Yes, it's choppy for a while now. To be precise, it is just moving sideways since 10:30 for 22 minutes now. But don't forget that the last let's just check it, last 50 minutes it was rather bullish, so I would say that now the trend seems like it's changing now as well. As you can see, also we need a breakout and continuation. This is like nothing, that it just goes again to this 547 and makes a rejection. So let's just wait. I wish you would call your friend. Okay. I do my best digging. I always do that. Apple 210. Yes, again, we need the market first. Well, the Apple first, because this is definitely a game changer. Act like a scalper traders still, okay? Because I'm afraid as we are over the news now. Let's just face it, we had bad news and good news, mixed news for the market. In this case, it's not easy to decide which direction to pick because we are just on the dodgy. If it goes higher or breaks over the daily high, both on the triple Q and the SPY, I would act just a scalper, because now, as the next step, everyone is waiting for Trump's call, Trump's speech, which is going to happen only like after the market close, unfortunately. And again, do not forget, traders, that tomorrow is going to be a day off for most of Europe because of the Labor Day. That means it's going to be a lower volume day too. Also, not on the US market. And I must tell you that on the earnings side, we are going to get a very interesting earnings day indeed. Especially today after market close, we will get Microsoft, Meta, and Qcom. And tomorrow we will get after market close Apple, Amazon too. So really, really great days are coming. Also, again, I'm expecting a small or the lower volume for tomorrow because of this fact. The guys have not called anything on the main room. or on the VIP room, since this AVG or short market is still undecided. As you can see, it is forming an ascending triangle. So we just tugged between two levels. Again, the levels are 542 on the SPY to the downside and 547.50 to the upside. So let's see whether the Bulls or the Bears are going to win here. Tesla is back to the VWAP. This can be a possible VWAP break or VWAP reversal. I would keep an eye on that. And VDA could not push over this 100 EMA on the intraday chart. SMCI quite muted today after this big drop. I would still keep an eye on AMD. Also, I have not taken it, but AMD can be still an interesting reversal or daily high break. And nothing else which I would say it worth to watch at the moment among the, of course, Apple. It's always, but nothing else at the moment, indeed. Okay. Hey guys, longs are looking better at least. Look at the SPY, ascending triangle, looks like as a breakout. Just act as a scalper, please. If you are going to continue trading from now on, I'm very much satisfied with these winners for today. I don't want to risk my hard-earned profit. And you know your mission for the rest of the day as well. If you are nicely in green, protect your profit. This is first. As the lunchtime is getting closer, the volume is going to dry up a little bit. So be careful on that and on the fact that Trump speech is still going to happen after the market close. So this is definitely going to shape the markets. And watch out on the news because sudden unexpected news on the tariffs can hit the market at any time, as you know. I really appreciate your interaction today. I hope you like the stream. If you like the stream, please just gives up a thumbs up because as you know, it's just not only me in front of the camera, but a great team who is supporting this whole trading room to provide it for you. So please, if you liked it, we would be appreciate the thumbs up for the stream. And don't forget to check out the funded account packages if you are looking for some great, and not just for funds to trade, but even private mentoring opportunities. So guys, this was an interesting day again. Started with a huge gap down, a continuation to the downside, which we could just definitely win it with the TQQQ short. And after that, we just flip the coin on time, especially with, again, TQQQ and the PLTR. I hope you are in green. And if you do continue trading, please just be aware of the fact again that lunchtime is coming, Trump speech is coming after the market close. And tomorrow, as I've told you, as that's a fact that most of the European countries are going to be off for a bank holiday, but I'm going to be here for you and trade with you as usual, starting 9 a.m. sharp market time and trading with you until 11 a.m. All right, traders, thank you very much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and see you tomorrow. Bye.